Alright, so it's going to be my first day using order flow, but let's look at the market here. We've market open, and let me get some water in real quick. I'm a little dehydrated. We're pushing up, now we're coming back down at 9:30 here. Strong absorption at the lows. The displaced lower all day. We do have a weekly parallel upholding. Also had a daily CRT which was completed now. We did have a candle range high sweep up there. We also had that daily SIBI holding. We also have this 4-hour PD array here, which is holding. We also have a 4-hour candle range low sweep, which is nice. And yeah, and then on the 1-hour time frame we also have that right here. Which is holding also. We have a big 1 hour. I can't even speak, holy fuck. Give me a minute. Alright. Yeah, today this looks a little bit more bearish than bullish. I wouldn't let you. No SMT at the I think we do have it. No, I don't think YM did meet those highs. Listen. Yeah, no, YM did not meet those highs. We do have that daily SIBI though on each of these region, and it looks pretty strong reaction. Everything is meeting those actually, except for YM. YM is hitting the rejection block. 4 hours pushing down lower. Pushing the 1 hour. Lows. Let me draw my volume profile here on MNQ. Range high, range low. For the range right now. So we're hitting value area low. We are kind of rejecting off of it. Delta does look bullish. We are having a bearish candle here. Looks like a bunch of chop though for right now. Just waiting for the candle to close. So we're holding value area low here. We have the weekly point of control below us. We are at value area high for the weekly market profile. ES is moving down lower for a little bit, which is fine. Not really in a rush to trade here. Draw the market profile also. Again, this one's also hitting value area low. Dun, dun. But yeah, it's not. MQ is giving us that strong rejection. Looks nice, that one line. I feel like it's a little bit too early to take a trade. We don't have all the confluences formed here. So on the daily, we don't really have anything. The 4 hour we do. That's where it gets a little tricky. 1 hour we do. Okay. 30-minute we have it now. With this right there. 15-minute we have it. 5-minute we have it. Which for layup? There's no for layup entry. Strong displacement. Off of the 1 minute. Displacing. Again, we gotta follow the system here. Be patient. Form some form of inversion after manipulating. So I have to wait and see if we can have that. We had a bullish imbalance and a bearish imbalance here, and the market is clearly. I'm talking about an order flow too. Like we had a bullish one form around here, stack imbalance. We are at the value area high for the weekly profile, and we are just showing a little bit more of a rejection here. ES on the other hand is still at value area low. There's no form of confluence that would want to make me take this right now, honestly. The 5-minute change in state of delivery was good. There's no 3-minute inversion here. There's nothing really in the price lag that I would have wanted to see. Yeah, honestly, I would want to just wait. In the 4-hour. Just wait. There we go, having a strong displacement. ES is moving down lower, which is unfortunate. Maybe this is like a manipulation to then sweep all this and then push down lower. You know, think about it. Think about this. Just really think about it, you know? And if we are bullish, maybe we can come back down one more time, sweep, and then push up higher. You know, there's no rush to try to jump in right now, even if it does leave us. Again, there's no real rush here. There's no real confluence here to tell us, like, hey, we're bearish. No, we're strictly bearish. Get in. Look at the VIX. VIX is not sweeping those lows. So we have an SMT here. The VIX and MNQ. Because look, VIX never swept those lows. MNQ did. So the ES. ES really the same thing. YM the same thing really. Maybe YM forms the trade because look, it's forming a 5-minute. The other ones weren't really giving us anything. Patience here, boys. Delta looks bearish. We're at value. We're at point of control here on MNQ. The most aggressive selling was right around here. This high volume node. Now we're pushing down lower. Now we're melting. There we go. This is the question. Was my bias incorrect for longs? Am I just long bullish? Am I bullish boy? Am I a bullish baby boy? We're in 19 minutes. It's a long time, but it is what it is. Wait, zoom out a little bit. See the clear picture. YM is melting. MNQ's showing some form of rejection. ES is pushing up too. On the 1 minute over here. Yeah, it's not real 1 minute confluence. No entry model that I wouldn't want to see. Yeah, 3 minutes for the first 15-minute candle to close. Which is nice. Kind of what I want to see. Just let it close, you know, and then wait. It's a chop fest. We're not really getting anything. Either we sweep above these highs, and we break above them, then we move down lower, or do we continue lower and just move? I feel like today is going to be more of a bearish day. I won't lie. That's what it feels like, honestly. Right here. Let's mark that also side. And the buy side objective. So we have our buy side and sell sides objectives. 200 points each. We're not really moving, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty boring. Pretty boring PA. This is what it takes to be profitable, honestly. It's like sometimes the market is gonna have to be boring and you have to be waiting, you know, you have to be scaling time frames, looking at X, Y, and Z and just seeing how boring it is, you know. That's part of the process though, guys. I promise you. I promise you, mate. I promise you, lads. Yeah, we're failing to break. Alright, we got 1 minute. Just be patient. Let's wait. I don't see my big trades. I don't see it, lads. Oh, good. I'm just leaving. Oh my god, why is it like that? I don't know why it goes to the background. Makes no sense. Alright, there we go. We see a big trade. Sellers down there. See if they continue, or is that an absorption at the value area low. For ES, we have big buyers coming in. Big buys. Big boys. Big boys. Big buys. That's what I'm saying. It's in the next 15 seconds. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. I want to see how we close on this 15-minute candle. It's so important. We're going to close bearish or bullish. Then we're going to close bearish, right? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Oh, now we're pushing. I think we got news at 10, no? Alright, we got to buy. A big buy. There's no fair value here at all. There's nothing. There's nothing. I'm not gonna take a breakout trade either. That's the thing about me. I'm not one to switch the system or anything. The 5-minute change in state's cool, but look, you would have got stopped out once, and then maybe twice if you put it at the rejection block. Like, I need to see clear displacement with manipulation. You know, I'm not gonna be sitting here and trading something that's not clear. You know, I'm gonna have to wait for something clear, super clear, to then eventually take the setup. 1 hour. 24 hour. It's a daily. We have 13 minutes. The thing is, like, NQ is sweeping these highs where ES isn't. You know, watch. I'm gonna show you guys. It's on the 5 minute. ES is not sweeping these highs. You know, it's like failing. It's like manipulating below these lows, but it's staying below them. While NQ isn't. NQ is like already above some of these highs. It's not having as much low resistance. It's more like a high resistance run. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna draw previous day value area lows there. I'm gonna draw there's a low volume node right at where my current value area low is at, so that's why it's holding for bullish prices, but you can honestly see it get melted also. Now we're pushing that lower. Maybe the shorts were the move here. I don't know if there is any. Okay, now we do have this, but again, the thing is we didn't sweep. We didn't sweep the lows, I mean the highs. It's kind of where I'm a little skeptical. I would want to see some form of sweep. That's why I'm not taking this. Very picky with your setups, guys. You have to be. Why did this disappear? No. Setup looks nice, but again, I have to be picky. It's not sweeping the highs, not forming any form of manipulation. One, the only higher time frame you have is the daily candle range candle range high. You're inside of a 4-hour PDRA. We swept the 4-hour candle range low. We're not really showing strength to the downside here. We haven't tapped up into the higher time frame, 1-hour PDRA to then eventually look for shorts. Like I feel like we're not inside of a deep enough premium to then short. We are more inside of like a deeper discount. And yeah, all the other markets are showing some form of rejection right now, including YM. ES is kind of showing a little bit more, weakness to the downside, but it is showing a little bit more strength for upside potential. This trade doesn't look bad, but again, just not my type of trade, if I'm being truly honest. I don't like it. The way it didn't displace and reach those, these PDRAs, sweeping all this, reach into here. I think the best case scenario is like, hey, push up, and then we form the inversion, and then we continue to the downside here. That's the best case scenario, but we never got that. The market came up, failed, formed low resistance all right here, to the point where like, hey, now if the market wants to go up and sweep, after sweeping these lows maybe, the market could potentially just like doom, and then push up and then start sweeping all that. Or maybe we continue lower and then we see some form of inversion form, and then we take that to the continuation to the downside to this sell side objective down here. So again, really just each type of scenario really can play out. And there's no rush to take a trade, like there's always going to be movement in the market where like, hey, you need to see it sponsored. And that's one of my biggest things that I've realized as of lately is like, either one, just be more patient and wait for the system to be presented and like let it be super clear, and don't FOMO in. You know, like majority of the time whenever we FOMO in, we have a bad entry, or two, we have a bad trade, and it just does no good. You know, like just wait, be patient, have conviction behind your trade idea, which is very, very important. And of course, context is so crucial. But my bias going into today is really more bullish, because again, the VIX is dropping lower. We should be pushing up. That's the first one, you know, like VIX and MNQ right now, they are opposing. And then of course the higher time frame, you know, like we have a higher time frame for rally gap holding. We have a 4-hour candle range low sweep, but of course the market isn't giving us what we want to see, which is fine. Maybe it's time-based delivery, that the market is going to wait for a certain time to then eventually reach our objectives, which usually happens. We also have a candle range low sweep there, and then we also have a 30-minute one. You know, so the market could, you know, potentially just start pushing up higher. And then on the 15-minute time frame, we don't really have much here. On the 5-minute time frame, we do have a internal one right here now, which could be nice. On the 1-minute time frame, now we're pushing up higher. Again, I just don't like this though. I feel like we're stuck inside of a range where now we're pushing up higher. ES is now pushing up higher. YM is now pushing up higher. This does not look bad actually. Hold on. We're gonna take a little stab here, and then probably have the stops around here. With a 50-point stop, which is around here. Then target the sell side imbalance. So you're gonna wait for a little retracement. Yeah, we're probably not gonna get that. So we're just gonna get in right here. We're gonna go break even up there, and then target this. Alright, we're getting closer. You want to see continuation here, which is fine. Alright, just being patient here, honestly. A little bad entry again. Another bad entry, I won't lie. But we are seeing rejection at the highs, but I think we still continue up higher. We just can retrace maybe and then push up off of this breakout. It's kind of what it seems like. It's more of a breakout than anything. So you just want to see this fair value gap hold, have strong displacement, and continue up higher is the main objective here. And then targeting this right here. Just being patient here, honestly. Delta is bullish. Alright, we're gonna go break even. If we hit the high, we don't want to see any rejection there. We want to see a continuation with strength off of the breakout of the high right there. You want to see this hold, and then you want to see the market continue. It's kind of what we're seeing here. Yeah, we have a buy imbalance there formed. You want to see it hold. You don't want to see this continue lower. You want to see this continue with strength here. There we go. And then really the same thing, honestly. Just hold it, continue pushing above that high. Alright. And then, yeah, that's really it. Not a bad trade idea. We are having some form of aggression, so the sellers are pushing. I'm going to target a little bit more, I guess. Like around there, just to make the risk reward a little bit better. So we are having some form of absorption. If the market is pushed above here from the sellers, I think we continue up higher. That's kind of why I'm trailing. We are showing rejection now. Showing rejection. Delta is showing oh, now we're pushing up. If we get above here, the aggressive sellers, I think we continue up higher. Delta is still bullish, so I think we continue. We're having some absorption actually. So I might get stopped out here, break even, which is fine. The buy and balance holds, I think we're good right here. Stack buy and balance. Something's a little bit bigger, it's like that. If we don't hold it, we're cooked. Yeah. Alright, so that's our one trade. It might hold though, but again, we put it a little bit below it. And yeah, the buyers got absorbed on ES, and then on MNQ, the aggressive sellers took place and they beat the buyers. So that's kind of what it seems like. We were did we hit a seems like we hit a low volume node. Yeah, we hit a low volume area. We hit this right here. Should have been a little bit more cautious, honestly. I'm going into this area here. I'll show you guys right now. Hold on. This is what I was talking about here. The buy and balance here formed. And then go to the 5 minute here. You have our value area low, which the market was holding throughout the day. And then yeah, and then we start to push up. Market had this low volume node area. You can see we had a strong volume, and then again strong volume, but we had a low volume area here. And we should have been just been a little bit more cautious after we went break even. Market had a strong aggression of sellers, and then it pushed us down lower. On the 1 minute, it did look like we were gonna push up, but we had that buy and balance here formed, and then look, it's holding now, but basically, yeah, this pushed us lower. I thought this was gonna hold. Whenever we start to have that strong displacement, I thought we were gonna continue back up higher. And it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So that is my one trade for today, honestly. Did I get greedy with the stop loss? I mean, the take profit, maybe not, because either way we would have not hit our final take profit, or I mean the main take profit. Now the real question is, like, do we hold here, then we continue lower after sweeping that objective and reaching into that low volume node? Or do we, continue to displace up higher? And that's something I'm going to be watching here. So, again, another break-even day, which is fine with me. Honestly, I'm not really, disappointed or anything. Yeah, I think the VIX is retracing, which is normal. But yeah, I think that's really it for me, guys. I'm in this recording here a little bit late of an entry, I won't lie. I think the entry could have been better. Let's talk about that real quick. Again, really the same thing, honestly. As soon as we displaced here, this should have been the entry. We would have been closer to reaching our objective. That would have been our objective, but we entered around there, so a little bit unfortunate, honestly. Let's see if the buy and balance holds here. So yeah, that's really it, honestly. YM is moving, brothers. YM is moving, I won't lie. ES is moving now, MNQ's slowly catching back up now. There's nothing really here I can take, honestly. So I'm just gonna walk away, honestly, call it a day here. It's nice using this new order flow concepts tool. Again, I've been using it before. I've been drawing the value area high, value area low, the cumulative delta. Now I have the footprint chart and also got the heat map. So that's one of the things I could have used today, was the heat map. Let's see if it lets us use it. Alright. We're having a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, I don't know why it does this. I'm trying to even go to the heat map, but it's not letting me. Maybe it's on here. No, it's not. Let's do it on the main screen, actually. See what happens. So suppose we go here. Yeah, it's just, I'm about to find a way to use it, honestly. I was using it the other day. The market's pushing. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Another buy imbalance. Sellers are getting absorbed here. Oh my gosh. Unfortunate, guys. Now we're pushing up on another buy imbalance here. Was trailing my stop loss a bad idea? Now I'm thinking about it, like, is my stop loss being trailed a bad idea to go break even? Because the bias was correct. Alright, I'm about to just go. I'm about to call it a day here and walk away and learn. So, peace.